downwind. San Marcos Tower, Skyhawks 172 Romeo Bravo, midfield downwind runway 17. 2 Romeo Bravo, cleared for the option 17. Cleared for the option 2 Romeo Bravo.
So at Coast Flight Training, we train people that are interested in wanting to be commercial or professional pilots. So we take them from zero experience and get them their fixed wing ratings in our aircraft so that they can have a job for hire, whether that be commercial surveying for a small company or being an airline pilot.
All right, rotating at 55.
Here, our age range of pilots is from, we have people that are 16 to 18 years old, interested in wanting to pursue a career in aviation, that are still in high school, and then we have students that have just graduated high school all the way up into their 40s, 50s that are interested in wanting to make a career change to be a professional aviator.
My name is Isaac. I'm the maintenance manager for Coast Flight Training. We keep the airplanes flying for the flight school. They fly on a daily basis, they break them and we fix them. This is the connecting structure. There's bolts that hold the wing on in here. These are the attaching points. And we make sure that the bolts haven't loosened up or there's no cracking around it. There's no pulling over in the air, so we're kind of make sure that we go over everything and we fix everything that we find. We pull out all the seats, we pull up the flooring, and there's a bunch of inspection panels underneath. There is a lot of accountability with it. So when you get your license, you're pretty much certifying that the aircraft is safe to fly. You're certifying that when you sign it off. And so after we do the inspection, we make a logbook entry of everything that was done to the aircraft, and then you certify that it's returned to service and that it's safe to fly. So if something happens to the airplane, they will come wanting to talk to you about it.
It's a lot of studying and a lot of self-study and being able to be prepared to advance through the syllabus for flight training. But so long as you have the self-discipline to go through that, it's a really fun and rewarding career to pursue.
Once you get to the airlines, the schedule, it's pretty flexible. It's not a typical 40 hours a week type job, so you'll have time off to spend with family or do if you have hobbies you want to do. There's aerial surveying, which is would be like a low hour job, flight hour job. There's the airlines, so like you start at the regionals and you move up. Cargo is a big one, working for FedEx. Amazon just started up their cargo fleet. There's also aerial firefighting that you can get into. That requires quite a bit of hours, but you can work for the U.S. Forest Service.
Our students within the first day to few days will be flying inside of the aircraft and just starting to become familiar. And it's a career that, in an education that builds on top of layers. So starting at your private pilot's license, where you get a basic education of how to fly safely, and then instrument flight training, where you can start to learn to fly in inclement weather. So weather affects the aviation industry drastically. Depending on if it's a nice sunny day, then we get lots of flying done. We're really busy in terms of flight training. And on days that there's not such great weather, we're possibly limited on the kind of flight training that we can do. So sometimes we have to get creative so we can continue educating our students and staff so that they can be prepared through their training. Some of the really cool things with Coast Flight is that our students and instructors get to spend their day inside of our aircraft, flying in the air, looking at the world from the sky, which is really cool. They get to see the mountains, the ocean, everything. If aviation interests you, if you're fascinated by planes or helicopters, definitely take a trip out to the local airport and come see what's here.